City's North Shore. This is Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2025 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They put Austin in motion left. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. He takes it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Steelers first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. They'll cobble together a yard there. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
He was brought down at the
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Rodgers from the gun. He lofts it deep right side. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Ty Johnson now to return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVP. He's finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen comes out throwing. He'll try and run this. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bills have a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46.
It's a gain of 11.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Going to the ground again on first. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Allen going to the air. Completed over the middle. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. It's a designated keeper for Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. That's another.
Not the biggest game, but exactly what they needed. Just get the first down and keep this drive rolling.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bills' field goal units and Matt Prater. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for them.
From the gun, give to Gainwell. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Counterplay here, Warren. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, if this defense is going to give the offense room on this counter, they're going to take it to the sideline every single time for positive yards. Someone needs to stay and lock down the backside to deny this running lane we're seeing towards the sideline.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Bills going dime here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to run for it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's another Steelers first down.
As much as you like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Dump-off caught by his back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
It's 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Throw caught at the 6. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 18. And the Steelers first down. 1st down and goal they go.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Warren has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get 6 more on their early advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11.
Steelers 14, Bills 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Johnson now on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds the in route complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. 1 quarter away so far. The scoreboard reads 14-3. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kinds of yards. They'll take that every single time.
We've set it downs from 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Again, it's Cook. Zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Matt Prater for the point after try. extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills cut the lead down to 4.
14. Bills 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Gainwell. Things going well so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Incomplete pass on 1st down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
They toss to Warren, running right. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Play action here with Rodgers. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
That's Metcalf running the slant. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Rodgers set to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's a bummer right there, Kate. Nothing early open on that down. And I'd much rather see him try to go forward, keep 4th down and play. Taking that big a loss, well, really rules out that kind of decision.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Boswell able to knock it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate. Even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down throw for Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Putting a receiver in motion. Allen on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bills' field goal unit, and Matt Prater. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now here's Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. They sneak it with Rodgers. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the 1st down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Short pass brought in, and he'll get it up to the 44. It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. Warren here from the gun. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. They're on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi.
Ogunjobi on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Throw complete to Thielen. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Rodgers from the gun. Caught by Freiermuth. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The Steelers calling their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 45-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. To throw, Rodgers. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Making the call himself. And this will be a pickup of about 3. Is that enough to convince them to go for it here?
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. He's back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Look at this, first play, and he's going for it. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Now Boswell on to send this away. On return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That stop made by T.J. Watt.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, and the transition from the college game to the pro game. I'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that in the 1st down play.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bills.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
They've got a man in motion. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
1st and 10 from the 43. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
With these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Got his man, Shakir has it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills push their lead to 3.
Steelers 17.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Gainwell. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. That's DK on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Warren running between the tackles. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is some old school brutality. An offense close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed right its way. In a battle of wills, the offense gets it done.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Off play action, here's Rodgers. That one gonna go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty, and he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. This finds Austin. Complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
A gain of 9 yards.
That's a pickup of 9. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Rodgers going to throw on first. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grab the lead on their first series of the half.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
Steelers 24, Bills 20.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Johnson now on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Slot man motioned over. First and 10. Here's Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Allen. Setting up the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third down, they need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Rodgers. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a first down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football green like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
2nd and 3 now. Warren quick on the draw. He dodged the tackle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Now Rodgers finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 27-yard line.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Rodgers from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. This to the back of the end zone. Oh, but he ran out of room. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Boswell able to knock it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
I know. Sometimes we take kickers for granted, but I'll tell you what, you can't hit that any better. Never even flirted with an upright. That was right down the middle.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills set to take over offensively. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Allen finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Allen on 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
The Bills with a punt team out there. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Rodgers set to pass. Hits him on the out route. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. Escapes the defender. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
At the 41. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Warren. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
3rd and 2, Rodgers. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. This finds its target, that's Metcalf. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
7 yards. And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and goal, Warren. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he gets in, touchdown! The Steelers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, It can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Kate. And don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one and mention the value he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Steelers 34, Bills 20. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Keeps away from one. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This is Cook. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
16 yards. And the Bills first down.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. In motion, right is Cooks. Going to the ground again on first. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Allen connects on the crosser. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Allen. Completed over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he could move those chains.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Trying to get it with the option. This gets the 1st and more. And he He is stopped just before he can get the score, tackled inside that 1-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
First and goal, Buffalo.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills now within one score in the fourth. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bills 27.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Johnson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. And he's got a free play here. Throw complete to Thielen. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So they'll decline this and take the result.
That penalty is declined.
We've set it down from 37. A give left side to Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
Four guys out wide. Here we go, third and long. He'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And he'll try to hit this one well. Punt meets him at the 28. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Allen looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Bills down by 7. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's Cook. Oh, no, the ball is loose. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Kate, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. It's caught. That's Thielen. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
1st and 10 from the 43. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here he is to throw. Now he takes it. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Going to need a little bit more now on 3rd down. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. He'll look to throw it. And he let his man too much there, Brock. incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On return, here comes Davis. This makes it up to the 25. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. First call here coming from the shotgun. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there.
He was brought down.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Allen on the play action. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
On first down, Allen. Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
At the 33-yard line.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of them. It's 1st and 10. Again, Allen to the air. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
With half a minute left, here comes 2nd and 10. To the air again, Allen. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he is to throw. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slipping quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.